What is up, guys? We're in here today with another fantastic deck. Well, today we're gonna talk about the Parasect deck. I mean, we've done this type of deck with Parasect, exactly this Parasect pre-rotation, right? Like 2 months ago, I believe, with Spinda, but now it's time to upgrade the deck to the 21st century, to the 2020, to the post-rotation world. So I kind of took a lot of ideas from our previous version and I imported them over here and upgraded to the 21st century, as they might say. But before I'm going to start talking about the deck, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos, and also there's a 500 subscribers giveaway going on. Go to that video and subscribe and comment, because you might win actually not only a first place Volkner, this exactly card right over there, but also 20 PTCGO codes. You've done that? Alright. Let's just jump right in. So Parasect, of course, Panic Spores, you're putting 2 damage counters on your opponent's confused Pokemon in between turns, and that's what we want to utilize. So as you can see, we're going to be using Absol, so our opponent can't really retreat if they're playing basic, so definitely 1 Absol. On top of that, we're going to play 3 Oricorios. Oh, that's a sneeze. So Captivating Salsa, Oricorio, we're switching our opponent's active Pokemon with one of their bench. It's being confused and burned at the same time, which is quite cool. Another layer of damage. But sometimes, as you know, they may actually not have any basics on the bench or any Pokemon on the bench. What do you then? Well, in the Spinda version of the deck, I've used Tapu Koko and a lot of electric type energy, right? Like you can check it out yourself. And I figured, you know what, we've used the Tapu Koko with Flying Flip, so we used some spread damage to actually start building, even though the Pokemon are not active. So I figured out, you know what, let's just go with a nice of 3-3 line of Koffing and Weezing. And I know this is something that's unusual to see. We've tested it for 2-3 days right now in the ladder. It has, from what we've seen, a lot of wins, but also when you have a really bad start, you're just dead. Like, you're dead and gone. But the deck is really fun to play with that detention gas, and really it adds this additional layer, because you can stall with detention gas and you're still putting the damage out there. And of course a line of 3-3 Parasect. Then let's go to trainer cards. We've got 32 trainer cards, 2 Crushing Hammers, 2 Fire Crystals, because we are building around fire type energy, 2 Mysterious Treasures to get the Koffings and Weezings, 2 Net Balls to get the Parasects. We've got 4 Pokégears, 3 Pokémon Communications, 3 Switches, 2 Power Plants for the Mew matchup, but also 2 Shrines of Punishment for GX matchups, 4 Cynthias, 4 Cynthias, 2 Kogas trapped, and 4 Lilies. On top of that, we do play 12 energy. That's the whole idea of the deck. It's quite simple. It's maybe not a tier 1 material, but it's definitely fun to play online. I highly recommend that. The deck is down there below in the description. You can copy and paste it. But now, well, let's play some games with it, shall we? Let's go. Do we have card sleeves? Yes, we do. Like you see, since the time you told me to play with card sleeves, we're using them, so there they are. As promised, let's find the deck first. There's just, wait, too many. There we go. Parasect, yep. So let's play the Parasect. Of course, you want to go first or you want to go second. You do want to go first because you want to evolve. But what's really cool about the Koffing is full odor, as they say in French. No, I'm joking, like this, that was mean, sorry. It also confuses your opponent's Pokemon, so it really works with the idea of the Parasects. Even if you're not drawing Weezings, you still have a way to confuse your opponent's active Pokemon. I believe this might be a, well, straight on Reshizard. We've beat few Reshizads with this deck today, so I'm kind of confident coming into that matchup. Okay, we've got full door Koffing already. We might get knocked out turn 1 though, if I'm not gonna do anything. So let's see what it is. I'm saying either Blazefallen or Reshizad. Thinking more. Okay, 3 cards. That is Charmander. All right, so we got a Charmander over here. Mysterious Treasure. I've got Fire Crystal, so I can actually discard the energy, but at the same time I'm a little bit scared for that energy, so I don't really need that Fire Crystal in right now. Koffing, and of course, I'm preparing those Koffings, but again, they are working with the Paras and Parasect due to confusing our opponent's main Pokemon. Okay, so I'm gonna play, I'm not gonna actually play Absol. And the reason I'm not gonna play Absol, there's really not a lot of room. He's gonna go for Charizard, so I can either play that Absol for, you know, those energy turns, or just leave it. You know what? Okay, let's play it. Why not? But Koffing is gonna stay in my hand, just so if we're gonna draw Pokémon Communication, but also, you know, I don't want to waste that much of a bench space. I do want at least 2 Parasects and that Oricorio, so those are 3 cards that I do want to have on the bench. Oh, so he's taking Koga Strap, so we might see Koga Strap turn 1. Of course, Weezing is gonna deactivate that effect. No! Okay, no attack at all. I mean, attack, but no Koga Strap at all. Quite intriguing and interesting at the same time. That's an energy and Cynthia. Let's go there. Okay, and we're really going there. So for the next turn, we've got Koga Strap and the Parasect as well. That is really nice. Because again, Koga Strap also confuses our opponent's active Pokemon, so it works with Paras itself. Really cool. With Parasect, not Paras, but Parasect. Okay, so again, he evolved into Charmeleon. He's gonna attack probably for the Slash. He might actually use the Koga Strap right now, but also we have ways to put a damage. Alright, so that is the Charizard. So Hidden Fates Charizard deck, that's what we are facing. Again, stage 2. Okay, and the team up. So now I know why those people wanted today, those team up Charizards. Of course, Koga Strap, that's what I thought. And a Slash. Okay, that's, you know, nothing that like hurts me a lot, you know, it's a-okay. So I'm gonna play my own Koga Strap. And I mean, I'm gonna try to attack. There we go. If I'm even not gonna hit, well, it happens. But it's always good to try. Well, we did not hit, we hit ourselves for 30. But of course, you know, here Confusion is gonna work and is gonna add some damage onto him, and we're building that damage, of course, on the bench as well. So here, right now, I have an Oricorio, so my idea is, okay, I can play that Oricorio, I can go and I can play the Koffing and Confuse, or I can just play that Oricorio and get those knockouts over here. Right? Ooh, Blacephalon, I did not expect a Blacephalon to appear, actually. Okay, so again, we've got a knockout as we thought. And I have a few options, so you know what, I'm gonna go for Oricorio. Power Plant to maximize on the Lillie, and there is gonna go Lillie. Again, that's only the first prize card, Crushing Hammer. Okay, energy. Yeah, so Captivating Salsa is gonna be used, right? I mean, I can either get an, you know what, this Blaze might be a problem, so you know what, let's just go on that Blaze. Let's start putting that damage. Okay, no, still Panic Spores are working their way towards our opponent. Again, he has to flip a coin, he might use a switch. I mean, he has ways, right? He has ways to retreat. He might, you know, play all the energy he needs and then retreat. But also, you know, Charizard with Flamethrower and a Flurry Blitz. So my next move, honestly, is going to be playing Oricorio for that team up Charizard to knock him down. And again, you know, Spores are really working. We've got, you know, Koga Strap, so additional layer of damage. But unfortunately, you know, he's playing it, right? So he's playing it already. He had a switch. So this time, Koffing is gonna go first. Koffing is gonna go front. Of course, that's only a single price, so I'm not that worried. Okay. Crushing Hammer, let's see, another Tails. So I have a few options, and honestly I think Cynthia might be a good option. There it is, okay, there's Cynthia. So I can either play Koga's Trap and... well, I'm not sure he has a switch or not. But this gives him knockout. You know what, yeah, Koga's Trap. We're gonna trap him in like 130 damage. So this means if he's gonna use the ability, he's gonna get knocked out. Like, I had to, you know, play it this way. Of course, Absol is not working on the active Charizards. Because, I mean, I could have either played Koga's Trap or... oh yeah, so he's knocking himself out. Many people do that on purpose. It's okay, it's not a misplay. It's just a one prize card, but many people do actually do that just to get to the benched Pokemons. And here, well, we might actually see Blazion being promoted as an active, and that it is. Are we gonna see a Blaze and maybe a knockout? It's 10 plus? No, okay. Oh wait, is he going all in or he's preparing the Charizard? Okay, he's going all in. Fire Crystal, yep, so the energy is there. So I'm gonna promote Absol, keep the Parasect on the bench, and hopefully we're gonna draw something from the top of the deck. Like, that is the idea, right? Like, let's say if we're gonna be able to do it. A Koga's Trap, okay. What are we gonna have there? That is a knockout, which, I mean, we knew is gonna happen, alright. So Absol. And we got an Oricorio, alright. Definitely energy on Oricorio. Let me see, okay. So we're gonna have another Paras. So now the question is, do I stall the game and give him that Absol, or I try to do something? Because he might have a switch. He might play, you know, the energy to retreat. You know what, okay, I'm gonna play Oricorio. We're gonna try to start knocking out this Charizard. I mean, I slowly have to start doing something. There we go, it's still burned. It's confused. Of course, you know, he can play two energies. He has welders, and he can just basically retreat. But it's gonna cost him 3 energies. Again, I know Fire Crystals are still in his deck, are maybe in his hand. That's energy from a hand. There's Welder in his hand as well, or maybe in the deck. No Welder, actually. Okay. Giant Hearth. Okay. So I have to count on the Parasect next turn. Okay, he's not burned anymore. And we got a Koffing, okay. So being a little bit more offensive kind of paid off. Oh yes, alright, Shrine of Punishment. I mean, this is not going to be enough to knock out a Blaze. But I can just, you know, retreat that Oricorio and leave Blaze, Absol, as an active. Yep, like that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna retreat Oricorio this way, pass the turn. I mean, the damage is gonna come right now. He's confused, you know, Absol is there working. He might actually retreat after playing energy from his hand next turn, but this time, you know, I can play Oricorio again. There are 3 prize cards left, so I'm giving him again away. I'm giving away this 1 prize card. But hopefully for the greater good, right? Hopefully for the greater good, and hopefully for a nice win. Yep, okay, so we're gonna have a knockout next turn on that Charizard. So now the question is, what is he thinking? Because he might have already said goodbye to that Charizard, and he might start preparing something else. You know what? I'm gonna be annoying at this point, because there's Shrine of Punishment that's gonna work. I'm gonna be a little bit annoying, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Captivating Salsa on Blacephalon. It's burn. You know, it's a lot of damage coming due to confusion, and of course Shrine of Punishment dealing damage on a bench. And of course I'm slowly hunting, of course, the Koffing that might finish it off, because those are 5 prize cards right there. We've got 2 from Charizard, 1 from bench Charmander. Okay, he's playing Koga's Trap. Smart play, definitely, you know, a move that you want to make. But this means there's not going to be a welder, and that means knockout as well. And that's a win. And that is a victory. Of course, you know, the smart plays, right? You know, you have to play the deck really smart. And you have to, you know, see all those different techniques, all those different things happening. Like the play with Absol, right? Just giving away that Absol. And then I saw that, you know, he's not putting the energy on that Charizard, so he's just thinking, okay, Charizard is knocked out, what's next? Well, we went for that Blacephalon, and that was a great move. That was the right move to make, and it paid off. It honestly just paid off at the end of the day, and that is fantastic. Here we start with Koffing, so we might have a Weezing coming to upcoming turns, or in upcoming turns. Okay, I'm waiting. Now I'm a patient man. I'm waiting. It's okay. We're patient. With this patient, of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like that. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers right now, and yeah, why not, right? Yeah. When you talk a lot, you have to drink a lot. Because, I mean, remember, hydration is important, especially when you're playing IRL. Hydration is really, and I mean really important. So I'm gonna play Power Plant first. Why not Shrine of Punishment? Great question, and we've won a game. So down goes Pikaram. Why I played Power Plant, not a Shrine of Punishment? Just because I want Shrine to stay on the field and, you know, to deal the damage. And I know he can have the Thunder Mountain, can have something else, but Power Plant actually works against the Dene. If he would play the Dene, you know, that is it. And I think that's what ended up happening is he had the Dene in his hand, he wanted that the Dene, saw Power Plant, the Dene not working, he just, you know, scooped up. That's what I honestly think just happened. Okay, not a bad hand. Unfortunately going second, but we can confuse our opponent's Pokemon with the Folidor. At least you will see a cool bug happening with, you know, Koffing just jumping and, you know, going down. And this is a Gume. Oh my goodness. Gumi meme deck. No, don't tell me that's a Rainbow Energy and Hasselbelt. I mean, it really does feel like it, honestly. Come on. Oh, don't let this be that. No, it's not going to be, right? It's not. It is, and it is. So Koga's trap, since that's what he wants. Shrine of Punishment works for me. So I can discard a Power Plant. I can go for... Well, actually I can go for Weezing. Yeah, I can go for Weezing, because you see, now it kind of changed. There's just no time for a lot of confusion. There's no time for a lot of things, which means Weezing, you know, is gonna attack normally with of course detention gas. Of course he might actually win this game right now because he can deal 70 damage, and that might be my misplay. I mean, he can if he has the energy, and he has the energy. He's gonna attack, and I might get destroyed, and I get destroyed. It just happened. Just me being a little bit too cocky on that matchup. So guys, that's fantastic Parasect, Weezing, and Oricorio deck for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that deck. You can copy and paste it to your Pokemon trading card game online. It's down below in the description. Also in the description you have a 5% discount on any code you would purchase on Professor Oak. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and yes, see you guys in another video. Goodbye, mwah, and good night. Boink, bam. Bye.